So this week we will be starting with basic division. Here are some vocabulary words that you need to remember. Dividend is the number in all. Your divisor is the number of groups, and your quotient is the number in each group. Sometimes you will have your divisor can be the number in each group, and then you have to solve for the groups. But for today, we're going to be solving for the number in each group. So let's start with our first one. So 10 students in all, and I'm going to be using square tiles to model this. And we have 5 tables, and we want to know how many students are at each table. So here we have our 10 students. Here are the 10 students. So my square tiles represent my 10 students. And we want to put the students in 5 tables. How many students will there be in each table? So when you're doing this problem, you are separating into equal groups. Okay, so you're separating them into 5 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's 5. So these are my 5 groups, and each group is going to have 2. So 10 students in all. How many students at each table? Well, each table will have 2 students. So 10 was my dividend. 5 was the number of groups, which was my divisor. And then our answer being 2. How many students at each table? 2 students at each table. This was my quotient, okay? That was my quotient. So I can say that 10 students divided by 5 tables equals 2 students at each table. So that's your dividend, divisor, and quotient. So here we have 15 pieces of candy, 3 candy dishes. How many pieces of candy in each dish? So again, here you have your dividend. This is your dividend. That tells you how many you have in all. This is your divisor, the number of groups. And then what we're trying to solve for, we are looking for our quotient. So here we have 10. I'm going to use these because these are smaller. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here we have 15 pieces of candy. And I'm going to separate them into 3 equal groups. Again, the keyword here is equal. My groups have to be equal. So I would go 1, 2, 3. And you would keep dividing them. We're separating our candy into 3 equal groups. So we started with the total, which was 15. And here we separated them into 3 equal groups. And each group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my quotient is 5. So I can say that there are 5 pieces in each dish. So this is my quotient. So I write it 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Okay. 33 in all. 7 groups. How many in each group? My dividend, this is my dividend, divisor. My answer is going to be my quotient. So I'm going to do 33 divided by 7 equals my quotient. So you will need 33. Okay, so here we're going to make a group of 33, which I already made, 15, 15, 30, 31, 32, 33. Now we're going to separate them into 7 groups. And let's see how many we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to keep separating again into equal groups. We had a total, and our total was 33. So whenever you start with a total, many a time you are going to, if you're starting with the total and you're separating into equal groups, then you are dividing. And here we are just dividing. And remember, they have to be equal, okay? They have to be equal groups. 1, 2. So do I have enough to separate again into another equal group? I only have 5, and I have 7 groups. I don't. So this is called my remainder. So my answer, how many do I have in each group? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 in each group. And then I have a remainder, which is my leftover, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a remainder of 5, because there was not enough to separate equally into 7 groups. Okay, 82 in all. So let's model that one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82. So here's 82 in all. And then I'm going to separate them into 7 equal groups. Okay, 82, separate them into 7 equal groups. So when you bring them down, like I said, we're going to turn them sideways, okay? So 82 in all and 7 groups. So we have 82. We have enough to put 1 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we divided our tens into 7 groups. I had 1 10 left over. Now I have to regroup this one because I cannot divide it. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, I still have these 2, so now I have 12. So I have enough to separate equally into my 7 groups. Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to divide these into my 7 groups. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have enough to divide those in equally? No, I don't. So that is my remainder. So now I have 82 divided by 7 equals, well, there were 10, 11 in each group with a remainder of 5. So 82 divided by 7 equals 11 with a remainder of 5. So we can also write it 82 divided by 7 equals 11 with a remainder of 5. And we can check our work by doing 11 times 7. So we can do 11 times 7 equals 77. Once you get 77, then you have to add your remainder. So 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. So 77 plus 5 equals 82. So this has to equal, I can also rewrite it as 11 times 7 equals 77 plus 5, which is your remainder, equals 82. Still same answer. Now we're going to do 56 in all, 4 groups. How many in each group? So 56 in all, 40, 50, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 56. And we're going to divide it into 4 groups. So we're going to bring 4 groups down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here are 4 tens. Do I have enough to divide this equally? No, I don't. So I'm going to have to regroup it. So I'm going to have to trade them for tens. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to remember to remove this one. So here's my 10. 10 plus 3 plus the 6 that I had, or 16. Now I'm going to divide these into groups of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, into 4 groups. So I'm going to divide these into 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 more. And we had nothing left over. We were able to share everything equally. We were able to separate everything equally. So I have 56 in all. 56 divided by 4 equals, I had 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 in each group with nothing left over. I can rewrite it as 56 divided by 4 equals 14. I can check my work by multiplying my quotient and my divisor. So 14 times 4 equals 4 equals 16. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 56. So this is the same as my dividend.